Hello, it's Wessel here, and thanks for joining me as I continue on my adventures in SnowRunner on hard mode. And today we're at day 18 here in British Columbia, and we're starting now to get into the cargo running tasks here in North Peak National Park. So we're going to use the Mack Defence and see if we can knock over a couple of tasks today. First one we're going to try and do is not plant what's workhorse. No, it's going to be tower for scrap, which is up here, not too far from where the fallen over Ford is. So just having a bit of a peek around at what's where. And I can't really get through there. Oh, that's a bit of a pity. Okay, I want to pick up this trailer here on the way, but it's not really on the way, is it? Because we sort of would normally want to run straight up here, this side, to get up there without too much fuss. But I don't think we're going to be able to do that because I want to get that trailer, because we're going to need that later on. So I'm going to come this way, get that trailer, drag it all the way up here, keep going all the way up to here, probably leave the trailer here, go around this way, pick up the Ford, drop off some service spare parts, and then head back, get the trailer, head back, and come back down. So it's a bit of a roundabout way for doing it, but I think the other way I suppose we could do it would be to go straight up here, deliver, get the Ford, or stand the Ford up, come over this side, and then come back down here, get the trailer, and come up there. That might actually end up being better. Let's do it that way. Let's do it that way. I think it's 6 of one, half dozen of the other sort of thing. So here we are in our bright yellow and blue Mack Defence, and I'm going to pick up the service spare parts here. Just going to make sure I get nice and close, because this is our cargo for service spare parts on the loading platform. Pops them way over there. It's a bit of a way away, but can't be helped. So let's grab it. Put them into the tray. And I'm actually going to load up 3 because I need one more for a contract, which basically is dropping at that same spot. And I'm pretty sure we can get 3 service spare parts into one sideboard tray. Well, I like service spare parts, because you can squeeze them into your truck really well. Slight kink in at the end there, that's alright. We've got the 2 service spare parts that we need for the fallen tower, but there's also restoring communication, which is a little bit further on, but not too bad, and that needs one more service spare part, so we might as well do that while we're going. Okay. Now we've got our repair points on top. Also got a fair bit of fuel, plus, somewhat surprisingly, we've got fuel in the trunk repair add-on, which is very unusual. Probably a bug, to be honest. Because normally when you buy add-ons or trailer bits, the fuel is removed from it. But in this case, you're lucky that it's out, that it's already fueled up. So we've got 240 litres of fuel in the truck, plus 80 on the roof. And that should be enough for us to get up here and deliver these and then refuel from the Ford. Because I don't want to buy fuel if I don't have to. I think this is where we turn off. Looks like it. Sticking my rope off to the right here. That's what I would expect. See how this guy goes. He's not got the biggest wheels, but he has got a lot on. Anyway, should have a fair bit of power. I'll put the SnowRunner gearbox on, and I think the biggest engine actually. He's probably got about as much going for him as he can have. Here, okay. Jump over these rocks. Why we're having so much trouble here. That was one, oh my gosh, one rock. What is this all that pain? Let's get deflock on. I wasn't sure if deflock was on automatically, but really it isn't. It's no good. Pop it on. Pull up this muddy, bumpy hill. Those tree roots are nasty at the best of times. So jump the cargo around a bit, but I think we'll be okay. I don't think it's going anywhere really. We do have a crane to pick it up if we really have to. The game won't show us the drop spot now either, because it doesn't think we've loaded any cargo. So it's showing us the pickup point, but not the put down point. Not the put down point. I haven't been up this road before, so I'm sort of hoping that it's not too nasty for the Mack. Round. Ooh, more of those tree roots that it just likes to jump over. Yeah, it does that. Throws the tail up. There we go. That was bad. Now I'll put them all back into the tray where they belong. View we have there. Check it out. Oh, really nice. Might even take a photo of that. That's a very nice view. Okay, so keep on going. We've taken our little photo. And head up to the tower. Section. Forward's just back down that way a little bit. Yep. We'll do this first. Come back to the forward. So we've still got a fair bit of fuel. Not a huge amount, but a fair bit. Grab one of these out. Hang the other two. Oops. What I meant to do was that. Deliver them. So tower for scrap is now done. Grab this one, pop it in. Change our task so that we get the restoring communication task and head on up. And drop this one off. That'll mean we can then bring a cargo container back. In a moment, finish it off. Right there for a second. The North communication tower. Drop that one off, so that just leaves us with a cargo container to go. Now, it would be lovely to just jump straight down there, but we're not going to be able to, so let's take this road. here's the Ford. Never thought it might have been, but you never know. The best way to get down to the okay, so I'm going to turn around and then go along this road. I think it looks like we can't really get through there. Could almost, but not quite. Almost. Let's not turn around. We might go and get that cargo container. And we might get Ford to go and get the trailer because it can. Oh, I was going to refuel, wasn't I? No, we don't need to. Still got 80 litres on our roof. Should be enough to get us back to the town. From the little scout fuel carrier there. So, not too bad to start with. Everything's gone pretty much to plan so far. That's going to tip us. Get off those rocks because that was a bit too scary. I'm just thinking about this way when we come back with our cargo container. I'm not sure that it's going to be very friendly. So, yeah, I'm actually going to come this way and see what this road's like. Down here. If this road's nicer, that's probably the way we'll go with the cargo container. Like those rock slabs on that previous road. Have it if you slip on them, they can tip you over pretty quickly. This way seems a little bit nicer. just head this way. So we will need to get into our reserve. So far this path does seem a little nice and very comfy from sticks. Here we have some more flat rocks to worry about. Fuel. Okay. Flat rocks this way, but not nasty jagged edges. So I'm just going to have to stop here and check where I am. I'm actually very close to the trailer, so I might as well get it. A little bit silly if I run out of fuel, by the way. Where's my trailer? It was here. Must be on the next. Doesn't like this, does it? The trailer must be here. Very nervous of fuel. Oh well. We do have to bring the Ford back, so if I do run out of fuel, the Ford will come and save me. So let's get this train. Head to the town, refuel from the refuel carrier there. Load up the cargo container. I think we can load up the container. It doesn't like big rocks. I guess because it's got quite small wheels. Just ready to deforest this area. it's just bitumen pretty much up to town. It's just whether we can do it with 33, 31 litres of fuel. Definitely close. You might not have enough. We're so close to the power. Not just, it's so tough. Come on, we can do it. I think we'll make it. If we don't go scooting around all over the place to places we don't need to go to. So very good judgment on the amount of fuel needed. Alright, so happily fueled up. To get a cargo container, which I can get from the warehouse where you can see the arrow. So I'm going to actually take this trailer there, but I'm not going to use the trailer. We can leave the trailer at the warehouse for some later runs. Trailer right over here, so it's not come around and load up a cargo container. I've almost knocked it over. What have we got on the side of the truck? Alright, so we're good to go, and we're going to head back up to the communications tower. Off we go. Now, I probably should just check the map. I want to head up, I want to work out which way I want to go. Let's just come back here. I'm going to top up a little bit of fuel. And then around to the trailer, just to make sure we're full to the top before we go. let's have a little look. I need to go up to here, very top. I didn't really like this road, but I may not have much option, because I don't think it's going to make sense to come all the way along here, all the way down here, and all the way up there. So it isn't really going to work very well like that. We're going to have to do the top road. So we might as well come along all the way up to here, take that way, follow this road around, then kick up that way, all the way across the top, which I don't really like, but we're going to have to do it anyway. And then here, we keep going up that way, up and around to the happy little consow. So that's pretty much the route we're going to take, roughly. So let's get on with it. I think we will have enough fuel to do that. Communications contractor. And once we jump in the Ford, actually there is that scouting task we haven't done yet, which is visit the North Lake and the South Lake. So we have to do that too. I should actually have a look at the map, make sure that I'm not going straight past the North Lake line. Uphill, I don't think I am. I might want to just have a little look. Somewhere along here. Those tree roots really do impact this truck more than Ford or the Kenworth like Western Star. This one really doesn't like going over those tree roots. It bounces it very significantly. Doesn't like the little box either. Following this path. Then those tree roots. Here's our contest that we did so well last time. We didn't turn off when we should have, which was a bit silly. Come to the turn off just here. We should be okay to head up and around as long as we're slow. rocks. Them. The tree roots. That's pretty good. Nice and steady. We're not going to hurry up here. This will probably cause some damage, so we'll go very slowly. Nice view. Almost there. Right. So that part's been pretty safe for the Mack with the cargo container on board. Oh, still got a bit of a way to go yet. Probably real closer than we were. While I think of it, where's that water probe? Oh, down there. Okay. Fine. So really, I should have gone there when I picked up my trailer, which was somewhere around there anyway. Oh dear. Oh, there. We'll jump into forward and go down. Or maybe we'll do it on the way past when we're doing a run down that way, actually. Better. So now turn up the final leg. This is where the rocks and the tree roots are, so you just have to be a bit careful. Done. So there we go. Restoring communication. It's restored. Now you can call your family. Very good. Okay, so again now though, we want to get back to the town. And I think we're just going to retrace our steps. We're not going to just jump off there. Even though it will be a lot quicker. Unfortunately, I don't think there's much of a shortcut to get us back to the town. At least not one that I'm aware of. So I'll head back to the town. And then have a look and see what our next task should be. Hop in the Ford, bring it up, and these two can go back to the town together. There's no point leaving the Ford just lying around here in the middle of nowhere. Change. Let's knock over these two tasks up here in the very northeast of the map. Head back to the town. So I think the next one I really want to do is open up that bridge. It takes us down to the fish farm. For that I think we need 2 wooden planks and 1 medium logs. Get the wooden planks here in the town. Medium logs, we have to go up to that factory up in the... what's the name? Yeah, we've got to go to that factory where we went a couple of days ago. Got the first load of medium logs, which is not such a bad run. And if I remember, there's also a fuel tank there. Before it's getting going. Coming up as over. Forward, get out front of it. Before it's going to start lifting the tail, so. This way this time. Pretty much directly around that. We don't pick up the pick up trailer this time. engine starter too. That's another task we can do. That might be today. That's taken a little bit longer than I thought it would, but it is a fair way to go, I suppose. Ford back here because basically it's going to need to run that scout fuel carrier all the way down to the southwest of the map. Just do that. Okay, so we've run out of fuel now, so that in itself is interesting. I haven't quite filled up, it's not too bad. I'm pretty sure that where I got the medium logs, there also was a fuel trailer there. So I'm going to come over this way and get the medium log trailer. And I'll get some medium logs. And that task that I'm sort of planning for was coastal frustration. So if I remember, we go straight ahead, squiggly wiggly, and go to there. Yep. I reckon that's about all we'll get done today. damage. Which a pity, but can't be helped. Just at the top of that cliff here. Once we do this run tomorrow, we don't need the medium trailer anymore, medium log trailer. And that was our last logging effort. I think. I will have to check that. Here we can load bricks and timber. So, a bit of a lack of communication there as I was on mute. Basically, yes, we've loaded up our bricks, we've loaded up our medium logs, and we've snaffled the fuel trailer because I don't think we're going to need that fuel trailer there anymore. So I think we'll be coming up here maybe one more time, but we might as well grab the fuel trailer while we can, because we won't be making a habit of coming up here, and we've already run out of fuel in the little scout one back in the town. So I'm going to try and bring this trailer back to the town where it might be a bit more useful for ongoing runs. We're also running out of time now for anything, so where you going, and where you going. This truck just does not like rocks. Just skirt that rock. Get a problem for the trailer to come on. Unfortunately, we're pretty much at the end of our day, so I think I'm just going to pull up here, which is a pretty stupid place to pull up. Really can't afford to. We don't want to pull up here on. We need to get to a spot where it's flat and level. Otherwise it'll be hard to get going here. All we've got is wet and yucky. Just push on, we're going to be a little bit over time today. Just can't find a spot to stop. As soon as we get onto something hard, we'll be able to stop. Too soft and such, I'm going to just pull up here anyway. There's trees here that I can reach from to get going again if I have to. Because it's already 9 o'clock, so we're well past our time. So I have to stop there. That's the end of the day. Basically, we've done pretty well finishing off those couple of tasks in the top corner of the map. And now we're bringing our logs back. And a trailer. So hopefully that'll help us a bit more for tomorrow. Otherwise though, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed. Starting to use the Mack Defence, and it's okay. It's probably not quite as strong as you might like, but it seems to be able to do the job. Anyway, that'll do for today, and we'll pick it up again tomorrow. So thanks for watching. Bye for now. Bye-bye.